Okay, we'll try the microphone. I had mentioned I had a different audio setup. We'll see how that works. But I was going to talk about this top secret document deal with Biden. I find this intriguing. Now, they all do it. Well, presidents in particular. Vice president, it's a little weird, that he did it at that time. And at that time, he was still relatively sharp. I mean, he had some wits yet. He was still a scheming, conniving, crooked sort of guy, but he was fairly sharp in a twisted sort of way. So we knew he shouldn't have had them. But the idea, like the ones in that office at the college, okay, that's one thing. But the ones sitting in the garage, there's really no excuse for that. Well, I find that very interesting. Let me say first, though, that I'm tired of all these secret documents. There's way too many secrets going on. They work on the theory that if there's any opportunity to make something top secret, they will, just to keep it from the public. I think we actually have a right to know more about what's going on. I don't think everything needs to be top secret, but they love to do that. When there's a doubt, man, they'll put her top secret. Though most of that stuff is just normal crap, which is how he treated it by putting it in the garage. Hopefully, though I suspect if it would be very interesting to see what he has that was in the garage, because that was at the time when Ukraine was getting started. The real skullduggery behind all this stuff, and when his kid was doing deals and he was doing deals. So the timing is interesting. But the thing that I really find interesting about it, he obviously knew they were there. I'm sure it was fairly common knowledge. But the fact that they ratted him out now makes me think that they really want to just get rid of him. And they would sooner take him down themselves than have the Republicans do it. So I think they're gonna roll on him. I expected this earlier on. I thought, man, 6 months they'd get rid of him and put Harris in. But I think they found Harris to be such a massive disappointment, they felt kind of stuck with him. But now he's become such an embarrassment. I think they're going to use this to get rid of him. Though, you still got to deal with Harris. But it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. They could have swept this under the rug very easily if they wanted to, but they didn't. And it's especially nasty because they had just did this thing with Trump in them documents. Though I imagine, if you were to see what Obama ran off with, you would be stunned. I mean, he was going to build his zillion-dollar library, a monument to himself, and so they had all these documents they were going to put in that. Who the hell knows where they are and what they are. But this will be interesting to see how it plays out. But they're not, they're in a situation where they really can't put up a fight, but it's like they kind of made this situation themselves. So they got something cooking here. Interesting to see how it plays out, but I thought I'd just bring that up. Then I think this is a deal that they're purposely doing because they don't want him running. Though God only knows who they think they're going to run. I mean, everybody under him is an embarrassment and a great disappointment to him. So I don't know who they think they're going to get in there. Yeah, maybe Hillary will make a big jump for it again, though she's got enough dirty documents in her background. But like I say, they all do it. This is nothing new with their stashing their papers away. You think once you're out of that job, you just want to forget all that crap and put it behind you and get rid of it, but no, tuck it in the garage. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this plays out, but I got the feeling they're going to let him hang on this one. I think they're fed up with just the embarrassment, the constant embarrassment. But the whole administration is that way. So where are you going to go from there? I'm curious. But we'll see how this works out. I wasn't going to do a long video, but I thought I'd test that microphone out. And I'm curious to see what people think. I don't know how they think they can prosecute Trump on anything when, this obviously is very much the same. It's hard to get around that. But like I said, they could have buried it, very easily could have buried it. Because they got control over all that stuff. And you can't tell me that the people around him didn't know it was there. He's loony enough where he could easily forget about it, but there's a lot of people around him that had to know that this stuff was there. I really, they should have made the big raid like they did on Trump. That was but part of the problem is they made such a big show on that deal. Now they can't just let this slide. They're going to have to do something with them. So I suspect it was a set-up deal. I think they're purposely going to let him go down on this. Yeah, that's all right. Get rid of him and let Harris get in there. We'll have to work on her. But she's so incompetent that it shouldn't be that hard to get rid of her. But where do you go from there? But I think part of it is, he keeps talking about running, and that really isn't his idea. That's his damn wife. She likes being first lady, and they don't want him to run. They just know they can't run him again. It was a push them last time. They had to keep him hidden away. Well, people are way too familiar with him now. Yeah, but like I say, really, I wish they wouldn't make everything. Everything doesn't have to be top secret. I think they work for us. We have a right to know what they're up to. It isn't a national security issue. It really isn't. Most of that stuff, those people don't need to be seeing top secret papers. They've got other ways of knowing what the hell we're up to. So I think that's just bullshit. They don't want to let the truth come out. And I think we have a right to have the truth in those situations. But they do love to hide stuff. And if you just put top secret on it, well, then we're not supposed to know. So, usually this stuff comes out anyway, even without seeing the papers. You know what they were up to. But we'll see how this plays.